Okay. All right. We good to go? This is all good? Yeah. All right. What is going on, guys? How are you doing? Beautiful people. Welcome back to another podcast or video podcast as I have the camera rolling. Right now, we have this little lamp on me, which I'm not too fond of. But, guys, the sun is going down. It is fading out here. It is, I can't really see it. It's around 7 o'clock. So I always forget, man. Like, I wanted to record this and I actually recorded this about a couple times beforehand outside. But fall's coming. The days are getting shorter. Like, I remember, man, when it was 7 o'clock and it was too bright. I would wait till like 7:30, 7:45 to start filming to catch that nice golden hour. Now, goodness, man, at like 6 o'clock, I have to run out here. But anyways, how are we doing with this light? Does this look too creepy? Does this look too scary? All right, well, we're going to run with it, okay? Maybe I should have turned those on, but I actually don't want you guys to see my messy room. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, what is going on, you beautiful people? YouTube, podcast, everyone. This is a video podcast, as I'm sure you guys are aware of now. What is up? How are you doing? I have not done one of these video podcasts in a little bit of time, and because we are doing daily videos on YouTube right now, I felt inspired to make this. And now, fun fact, I actually recorded this twice beforehand, not in podcast mode, but for like YouTube, right? And it felt kind of off, and I'm not gonna lie, like I screwed up twice and I was getting pretty pissed, but it turned out to be a podcast flex. So that's how life works. Sometimes it's weird, it steers you in a direction. So it's like it gives you a nudge, you do it, you're like, okay, that's not it, let's move, okay, that's not it, and then it's somewhere in the middle, right? So that's kind of what happened. Now I'm hoping, that's what I'm telling myself. Anyways, this actually does look kind of cool, eh? Wow. All right. Anyways, guys, welcome back to this podcast. If you guys do want to, you can listen to this on the Forest Talks podcast app, always down below with tons of other episodes. But let's run into this episode. What are we talking about today? Guys, today we're speaking along the line or the notion of, and again, I don't really title these podcasts. As you guys know, I kind of just speak and try to add value or resource to you guys as content creators, right? And what I've been inspired to lately through my own circumstances or through people close to me who are content creators is the importance, the vital importance, and really the dynamics behind why you as a content creator not only should, but must take breaks. Why you must temporarily stop what you're doing, your craft, your music, your acting, your this, your that. Why you not even should, you have to. You have to stop, and I'm going to explain why here. Okay? So, wow, this looks kind of cool, but kind of creepy. Anyways. So, what I've noticed myself, and again, these aren't scripted, you guys know that. This is like all off the cuff, more or less. I myself have been a content creator, creating content here on social media or YouTube for close to 4 years now, okay? And I've been through many niches, many industries, many failures. I've created almost 400 videos here on YouTube. I've started like 10 to 12 different Instagram pages. Like, I have adapted, failed, learned, have grown, have cultivated a lot, okay? And what I've noticed myself is that before any breakthrough happens, right? Before anything becomes crystal clear and makes so much sense, you have this new business idea and this is happening in a whole new beautiful series on YouTube or you're so grounded in this and this is taking off and you have because this is being a content creator, okay? This is the reality of being an artist or a creator. That's what we call it, content creator. It's this, right? So for this, just clarity, just daily this or whatever it is, there is inevitably a lull, okay? And we're going to relate this lull with taking breaks. Now, a lot of times what happens is, like I said before the pop, before the and whatever it is to you, we're all content creators. You may be a portrait photographer, so before you find maybe a certain style or a groove or a niche of taking that, you will have this. And now, let me explain. Like, what are you getting at, David? A lot of times content creators, guys, we Wow, there's so many ways to say this. This looks so creepy, but I like it. I'm a creepy dude. A lot of times content creators, we don't like uncertainty, right? Fair enough. I'm the same way. We don't like the unknown. We like things to be very linear and almost repetitive, right? It's like a job or a 9 to 5 or whatever it is. We like to be able to see where we're about to go, right? Like if you're swimming in water, this is why so many people have a fear of lakes, like myself included. They're kind of weird. People don't like swimming in lakes because they can't see where their feet are. Like they can't see where they're going to go. Or like this is actually a big reason why so many people have a fear of swimming in pools. Like if you don't know where the deep end is, right? If you don't know how to swim, they just won't go in the pool if you can't swim because you don't know where it is. What I'm saying is people like to see what they're about to do. Fair enough. Now the thing is that with being a true content creator here on social media or YouTube or sticking to your passion, your craft, whatever that is, to be true and authentic, as crazy as this sounds, is to not have a plan, right? And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to explain how this comes back to taking breaks and everything. Having a plan as a content creator. Well, this is why I love podcasts. See? I'm so happy you guys are able to see this on video form because this is what we do on just the podcast by itself. We speak of so many things and they all come full circle. Having a plan as a content creator, a plan that is stagnant and that you hold on to. Like I said, we like to hold on to things and for it to be linear. That is not your plan. That is someone else's plan. That is a replica. That is something that you have seen someone else do and you plan to copy that, right? And that's not going to work because you're not them. Simple enough. So, what am I saying? You on your journey being a content creator is basically like you creating and destroying multiple plans for yourself. Okay. Now, the reason being a creator is so scary is because if you now cultivate or have that plan that I was talking about, that niche, that, it's making so much sense, that will be short-lived and that will not last forever. It is a temporary plan of action, which is good. That will go away in a couple of months and you will have to cultivate a new plan. And now you see there's like this, okay? So let's say plan, new plan, new plan. Well, what happens about these, okay? What do you do about these? This is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the plan when things are great, when you guys understand what's going on, because maybe some of you guys right now are at here. You can't escape it. You're going to come down here before you go to the next plan. I'm speaking of this because I have done this more times than you can count. I've been at this for a while, and I'm letting you guys know this. Not in a mean way or a scary way. This is a good thing. In order to cultivate the next plan, the next groove, the next clarity of mind, you will enter a lull, a breakdown, a break. I am saying, do it. I am saying, good. The break is encouraged. What most content creators or people will tell you, unfortunately, is that you need to have everything constantly on the up or constantly up here, figured out. If you're not constantly doing this, then you're wrong. And that is the most stupid thing I've ever heard in my entire life, because that is not how life works. Look at trees. I know I always speak of trees. You can think of whatever you want, though. I'm telling you from someone who has done it, right? You guys want to be content creators on YouTube, on social media. It's good. It's fine. Not only accept those breaks, but love them with open arms, right? So let me give a bit of context of what I mean, okay? Let me explain what happens if you don't take these breaks. Let's do that, okay? Because I don't even need to explain. I don't need to explain, okay? I'm just going to tell you what will happen. And then you can decide for yourself what to do. Because you already know what to do. If you don't take those breaks, if you don't move with the lull, let's just say you continue to force this up, right? Life's starting to bring you down. You're starting to lose your niche or your groove or your daily this or whatever, and it's starting to break, which will happen to any creator. I don't care what creator you are. Let's say you fight this and you continue to just say, no, I'm going to keep doing daily and this and this. That was my ring. In simple terms, you're going to burn out. And you're going to hurt yourself. It's kind of like fitness. If you don't listen to your body and you continue to perform a motion, even though there is physical pain, and I don't mean muscular pain, I mean like bone pain, you'll snap your shit up. I've seen this happen in front of my eyes. It's not fun. The best thing to do would be to move with that pain and then reassess or redirect what are the next steps of action. Right? You get what I'm saying? So that's really it. I'm basically telling you guys as content creators to take breaks. You know, I'm kind of ranting and I'm all over the place, and I don't even know if this is going to come out good. I hope it is. I want you guys to know that being a content creator, you will take multiple breaks. It is good. It's encouraged. You're going to stop posting to social media or Instagram for months at a time. You're going to be seemingly going ghost, right? Like, to the outside, it looks like you've quit. And I understand why we don't want to move down. We want to stay above. We want to stay above because, you know, of how we look, the presentation, right? When we have everything figured out, it looks good. But the reality is that you can't fool yourself, right? You can fool everybody, but you can't fool yourself. So you can fool everybody that you have everything planned out, you know exactly what's going on. But the reality is that if you're a true creator, you don't. You have no clue what's going on because you were constantly building and adapting new plans. So what I'm saying is, instead of pretending like you have everything figured out, you're always doing this, which you're not. You're not fooling anybody. I'm saying embrace this and love it and let people know you have no clue. Let people know maybe it's breaking down and you're hoping to build something new, because that's what you're doing. You guys need to understand this, that like failure or going down or being unsure of what you're doing is the best thing ever. Like, this is why I need to say this. It's not bad. It's not wrong to be afraid. It's not wrong to be unsure of what the next steps are. You need that. Because you always come back out. You need to understand that, okay? The thing is, and why I'm so confident in this, is because once you've done this enough times, you begin to realize that you always come back out. So if this is your first rodeo and you're going down, you're going to come back out. You're going to be okay. And I don't care with whatever that is, if that's, you know, your YouTube, social media presence, your relationships, your mental health, like anything. You as a person, right? You as a creator. You're going to come back out and you're going to be okay. So embrace the lows, love them, have a good time, and then you'll come back out. That's all I'm going to say. I don't need to give you guys examples because they're all individual, and my examples may seem silly to you guys, and vice versa. They're all individual, but you know exactly what I'm talking about, especially now with fall coming. I love this. I love how I'm making this now with fall, because everything is beginning to break down in fall, physically and you know, literally and figuratively. It's good to be built up better. If you were breaking down, dude, I'm excited for you. I'm stoked. You're going to come out a badass, man. So don't stunt it, right? If you need to take multiple months off a certain craft, then do it. Hell, take more than that. And you'll come back up when you're ready. So that's it. I'm going to finish there. Where are we at? We haven't been, this is a tiny podcast. I call this a podcast? What is that? 16 minutes. Man, without see, this camera, it's making me nervous, man. It's this light. I feel like I'm being interrogated or something. Normally my podcasts are like 40 minutes. Anyways, I'm going to finish there. I hope this was able to help some of you guys. I hope this was of value or resource. Again, I'm learning as we all are, because I have no clue what's going on. I never do. I always do and I never do. So you kind of just got to run with it. Make mistakes, fuck up completely. Have no clue what's going on, but then keep going. Right. Yeah, that's it. I love you guys all. You guys are all going to be amazing. I promise you. You will come out way better than you even could have fathomed or imagined, I promise. Move with the breakdown, okay? Don't fight it. Don't resist it. Move with it. You will come back up way better. It may take a bit longer than you expect. It may be a bit harder than you expect. But if you can move with it, you'll be okay. I'm going to finish here with this metaphor, little analogy for you guys, because it's getting dark. Picture a tree, okay? And there's a windstorm, okay? There's the Rouge Valley right up here. So there's this massive rain and windstorm, okay? Now, you have two things, okay? You have big, strong, tough trees, and you have blades of grass, okay? Now, maybe some of you guys have heard me say it before. You've heard this because it's not my quote. What you don't want to do is be a tree. You don't want to be one of those big, strong trees, because you know what happens when you fight the windstorm? Because trees think, some of these big, tall trees, some of you guys, right, who think you're so tough that life's not going to bring you down, right? That you're too tough for this windstorm. It'll just pass. You know what happens to those trees? They fucking snap. They snap. The windstorm takes them apart. Where's my phone? What do you think that wave means, by the way? It's very similar. It's the tattoo I'm getting right on my wrist. It's a great wave. Anyways, where you look at little blades of grass, they seem so inferior. The blades of grass are like, you're puny, you're nothing. But guess what, motherfucker? After the storm, they're still there. They're still alive because the blades of grass yielded to the storm, right? They got taken by the storm and they just yielded and they said, all right, I'm just going to enjoy it and I'm just going to go with the ride. And if you want to blow me this way or take me here, then that's okay. And then they're fine. So be like a blade of grass. When the windstorm is picking up, don't be like the tree, because your ass is going to get dragged down and snapped regardless. So the best thing you can do is just go with it. You'll cause a lot less stress and damage that way. Trust me. And by the way, this is the Great Wave. I believe it's a Japanese artwork piece, which is the exact same thing. So if you look very closely, this is only part of it. There are little boats. If you look in the corner, there are little boats, okay? And if you guys actually look at the art piece, it's a massive tsunami. It's this massive wave, and there are little tiny people in boats. And the people in the boats drown. They get swamped. And that's because they fought the wave. The wave is a representation for life, the windstorm. When life wants to take you a certain way, regardless if you want to or not, you're going. So that's what that tattoo is. It's called the Great Wave. I don't know who painted it, but that's going to be my second tattoo. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to finish it there. There we go. We hit 20 minutes. That's what I wanted to do. Boom. High five. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. I love you all. I'm going to finish it here we're going to finish it on this plug here because this is a podcast. I just happened to record this one. Excuse me. If you guys find these videos, it will be, first off, before I fucking plug myself, give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe, check out the podcast app, Force Talks Podcast down below. We make tons more podcasts there. I think this is like episode 50. And most podcasts are about like 40 minutes. So like listen to those, buddy, okay? Because I don't record them all here on video all the time. I rarely do it on video. Just sometimes when I want you to see my face. Most times it's just on here. So check that out, okay? Like, subscribe, share with a friend. It'll change your life. I will change your life. I promise you. In a humble way. And if you guys are interested, go download the free creator course intro, okay? It's the first link in my bio. It is a free half-an-hour video course that I created myself that speaks of everything just like this, but into a step-by-step formula, which what I call is the 4 areas of growth. I said that wrong. It's called the 4 areas of growth, okay? So everything we speak of, anything I speak of in these creator chats to you guys follows one out of the 4 areas of growth. That is personal, craft, relationship, and world growth, okay? So this, in and of itself, this topic being going with the flow, would more so be personal growth and world growth. I mean, it could really affect all of them, to be honest. So that creator course explains those 4 areas of growth. It gives you examples, ideas, and context. And it's completely free. So go download it, check it out. You'll love it. And then if you guys are interested, there is the internal and external creator course after those, which are each about like an hour and a half long. So if you like these, holy, you'll like those, man. You'll love those. Some of you guys have already downloaded it and you've loved it. So shout outs to you guys. You can check them all in. You can check them out down below. Okay. But we'll get the free one. If you don't want to buy it, I get it. You don't have to buy anything. Get the free one. Like, it'll help you. It's free. And yeah, why not? What's wrong with you? Go get it. Help yourself. What are you doing? Okay. I love you guys. Much love. Learn from my mistakes. Please, it's free. Like, learn from this. Even this YouTube, this podcast, learn from this. Learn from people's mistakes. Okay? So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Much love. I appreciate all of you guys. I will see you then. Till then, much love. Peace.